Hello. I hope y'all can see me very well. I hope the light here is not really drowning me out. Looks good here from what I can see. But I'm doing a show tonight called Songs People Like to Sing Along to. You know, we all have that one that gets stuck in our head that we just sing for hours and hours in a day, you know, and we just doesn't leave our heads until we go to bed, and then even when we wake up the next day we're not even sure if it leaves, you know. And I've got music that I can cue up here and there, but I don't know if I want to do that because I don't want to get a copyright again. You know, hey process, how you doing? Yes, we are the champions. That is one that actually I didn't write down on my list, but yes, that is one of them. I mean, you know, it just gets stuck there. We are the chat. I ain't gonna sing because it ain't lovely. You know, and yes, the ultimate one that we all sing to, "Sweet Caroline." I'll listen to that one for hours. Hey Jeff, how you doing? Hey Genevieve, how you doing, sweetheart? You know, but I just got like one, two, almost 3 pages of just songs that people like to sing along to. I mean, you just decided to do this one day and just started writing down, and MP3 player was going. I'm like, all right, this is what we're doing. You know, um, like Buffalo Springfield, the song "For What It's Worth." I love singing along to that one, and it starts out, you know, basically about the Vietnam War, and then evolves from there. But it's a good song to sing along to. You know, then top of my list, you know, another one that everyone likes to sing along to is Journey's "Don't Stop Believing." Yeah, overplayed, but it's one that everyone loves to sing along to. Radar Love, "No Woman to Cry." I'm not into Marley too much, but I'll have to give that one a listen. You know, um, I just never got into Marley. I never got into reggae. Hey Randy, how you doing? Yeah. I don't know, but U2's not U2. Um, can't think of the band name. I know it's U something. UB40, Red Red Wine. I like that one. I think it's UB40.
Yes.
It is UB40. The wife confirmed it. You know. And then you've got, speaking of Queen, Process. What's the other one that everyone loves to sing along to when it comes to Queen?
The big one.
Yep, the big one.
Sweet.
And one of my dogs is saying hi. But Bohemian Rhapsody, everyone loves to sing along to Bohemian Rhapsody, And if you're like me, you'd like to try to hit those high notes and act like your balls are coming through your throat. you know, um, you seriously, I can't get my voice that high. I ain't gonna try to when I'm around people. That is, you know. Um, I also got for Bon Jovi, you know, "Living on a Prayer." That's a huge one. I don't know if I could actually get that to a. Let's see, I gotta go into my search. But I do know of one. If it's gonna come up now, because I've been playing all this music. Y'all love ABBA, or is it ABBA? ABBA. I do believe it's ABBA. And I hope I don't get a copyright on this one.
So you're 45. That's the perfect age to see some old
And they
friends
come
and
up with a
explore new
commercial.
worlds.
If you can hear it. But yeah, Light My Fire is another good one. Dead or Alive. I love Dead or Alive. But ABBA's Dancing Queen is a fun one to sing. I love to sing along to that one every day. Oh yeah, Sweet Emotions. The bass line on Sweet Emotions is just killer. Stop that before I get a copyright. And
I didn't do it.
It's your fault. It skipped to the next song. Gotta love technology. But yes, Village People with YMCA. That was my first album, was Village People's YMCA. I had it on my mom gave me her record player, which was a fold out. So you wanted to play the record, you just pulled the turntable out, put the record on, and there you go. That was an old style back in the 60s, 70s. And that was, it was my first record. My first 45 was Nick Gilder's Hot Child in the City, I do believe. Then the first album I bought on my own was Kiss Destroyer, which has quite a few songs that people love to sing along to as well. Blaze of Glory. Oh yes, Blaze of Glory. Oh, that's from Young Guns 2. I do believe it's either 1 or 2. Can't mistake that one. Dixie Midnight Runners, which gets banned in high schools because of the title Come On Eileen. Think about it. Come On Eileen. Yeah. Blue Suede Shoes, Hooked on a Feeling, Simple Minds. Oh, boy, you guys are really lighting them. I don't even have to go through my list. I love the Beastie Boys. I remember when Fight for Your Right came out. We couldn't stop listening to it at all. As a matter of fact, me and a couple of friends, we dressed up like the Beastie Boys and went around the bedroom just acting like them, jumping around, trying to rhyme. 3 white boys trying to rhyme. Didn't work. I Think We're Alone Now, which was by Tiffany redid it, but it was done by Tommy James and the Shondells originally. I think Tiffany did some really good justice in the way she did it and the way she remixed it. And the dogs agree. Phil Collins, In the Air Tonight. I can listen to Love Gun all day long, definitely. You know, oh gee, another good one by Kiss is Beth. Their actual only hit. People didn't know that. You know, and I never got into the Thundercats. I used to watch them, but I never got into the Thundercats. You know, I guess I'm too. I I've got friends that are into them, and they're in like 30s, early 40s. I guess I'm a little too old. You know, and Foghat Slow Ride. That was in Dazed and Confused, actually. Um, when they're all going into the the drive up. Not the because you can't say drive-in because that's a theater, but those old like Sonic, the drive ups, you know, and that's when they played Slow Ride. But that is an excellent song. Dog Days Are Over. I've actually never heard that one. Florence and the Machine. Never heard them. Never. So I haven't heard the song. Probably would recognize it if I heard it. Money. Yep. Listening to that one. War Pigs all the time. I mean, gotta hit that sucker 6 or 7 times. To play that over. Then you got Cat Scratch Fever, and that's by Uncle Ted. Sweet Home, yep. Leonard Skinner. Um, there's another Skinner song too that I love to sing. Not Monday's Gone. Was it Two Steps Behind? Terrible Ted. Are you referring to that as Ted Nugent there, Randy? Terrible Ted? The Everly Brothers, always playing them all. Whenever I hear them, I got a 50s channel and a bubblegum channel on the. I got a case of CRS tonight, Pandora, and it comes up all the time, and I'll just sing. Well, it depends, Randy. What songs you're referring to that are terrible? He's got some pretty decent songs, and I actually did see him in concert once with Skid Row and Kiss. He was the second act, you know. So, as I'm sitting here on my Xbox, typing in songs because I'm too lazy to have someone else do it.
I mean, you said it, not us.
Hey, I'm not afraid to tell people I'm lazy. No.
It's Wow Wednesday.
And
ID this Wednesday.
So I got queued up in Aerosmith, Sweet Emotions. I actually turned the volume down a little bit. But you hear that bass line, it's just, oh God, I love the bass line. Saw them at Summer Jam in 2019 here in that Canterbury Park here in Shakopee. And
Yes.
as old as they are, they still put on a hell of a show. I mean, just wow. I couldn't believe it. You know? Hell of a lot better than what Kiss could put on, I'll tell you that. You know? Yep, Willie Nelson on the road again. Always Welcome to the Jungle. When that came out, I was singing that, had the cassette of Appetite for Destruction. I always played it too. Highway to Hell. Can you guys hear the music in the background? Highway to Hell. Always. Yep. I remember you. That was actually my first dance to my ex. And I met Skid Row, and I talked to Dave the Snake when I met him, and I told him, I said, would you ever believe that I Remember You would be a wedding song? And he said, never in 1,000 years. I said, well, there you go. It's a wedding song. We played it at our wedding as our first dance. He just started laughing. So if you guys can hear the music in the background, please let me know, because I'm about to pause it so in case of copyright. I just paused it. Ozzy, Bark at the Moon, Ozzy and Lita. That's a very good song, and it's actually about teen suicide, because at the time the teen suicide rate was so high, and you know, and Ozzy was getting blamed for a lot of it, you know, because kids were listening to his songs when they decided to end it all. Yep. I'll, you know, throwing in the Beatles now. I still haven't gone through my list yet. You know, it's like I said, I don't have to. I've got a whole list coming up right here. You know, that Landslide, yes. And I've heard some remakes of that. And if it's done just beautiful, you know, it'll do the Fleetwood Mac version very, very nicely. I get all these pop-ups coming up. I waited till dawn, till doors open of store to get some gin or lies. Yeah, I remember when GNR Lies came out. That was a huge thing. Use Your Illusions 1 and 2. People were camping out for that. I mean, you just couldn't get the records or the cassettes right away. They were gone. You know, you can hear. Oh, good. Now I gotta be careful for copyrights. If I get a copyright on this and they decide to say I have to take it down, or if they take it down right away, I'm going to redo this, and I just won't play the songs, but I'll redo this. You know, there you go. You know me, Jeff. Pour some sugar on me. I actually I just like. I remember when that came out too, and they used a friend's house that was being demolished, and the day before they did the video for Me and My Wine in the same house, and then the next day poured some sugar on me, and they were actually tearing down the house when they were playing inside. If I close my eyes, yep, that's Ozzy and Lita. Forever. That is. Isn't that is Kiss? Is that the Kiss one you're thinking of, Genevieve? Forever. Yeah, I was at the Hysteria tour in. I believe it came here in '89, and Tesla opened up for him. In the Round, in Your Face is what they called it. I loved it. Tesla, not so much, but Def Leppard and Tesla's got one. Um, they've actually got a couple. Their big one that they do is Love Song. That's a favorite one. But then they do the remake of Signs, which everybody loves to sing that one. Everybody. I've never met a person who hasn't. Um, Even country people sing it. The Stones, they have quite a few that you know. Oh, gee, the Stones. I could say "Start Me Up," which is one of their bigger ones. You know, and I can't. I'm drawing the blank on the Stones because I got a bad case of CRS tonight. They're starting me up. That's the only one I can think of. Ruby Tuesday. There we go. I got two. I'm going to stop right there. um, and CCR's got quite a few of them too. Run Through the Jungle, Proud Mary. Um, Down on the Corner. I mean, countless songs. Just wow. You think Angie is your favorite? The Rolling Stones. Okay, I'll have to look that one up because I've listened to the Stones quite a bit, especially at work. Because uh, the radio station is classic rock, so I listen to that quite a bit. Wild Horses. Yep, I'm familiar with that one. Very good song. I was wondering when Black Magic Woman would have come on. You also got the Hollies. No, I can't even think of it. Um, no, I'm just going to have to go search for it now. I can hear it in my head, but I can't think of the name. I search for the Hollies, and the process comes up underneath them. Long, cool woman in a black dress. That's the one I was thinking of.
After saving with customized cars,
And then you got all these commercials that come up.
like Marco's backpack.
Air Supply, definitely All Out of Love. They've actually had quite a few hits. But All Out of Love is the only one I can think of because you put it. I'd actually have to search them. Yeah. When did you see Tesla and Poison? I saw them last time I saw Tesla was with Def Leppard. I believe REO Speedwagon. And Poison back when they were when they toured with Warrant. Get that pause. Yeah, that's when the last time Poison toured here was, oh shit, back in the mid 90s. The band Up on Cripple Creek. I've never heard that one. Never heard that one, but I'll have to look that up. Oh, I'm gonna write that son of a bitch down. Where's, and of course I ain't got my, there's my pen. The band Up on Cripple Creek. Now watch, I probably ain't gonna read my handwriting later. That's all right. That's all right. You know, Bad to the Bone. You know, have you ever played Process Bad to the Bone as you're riding your motorcycle down, downtown, whatever city you're in? Um, I think that would be fun to do. You know? You actually got to go to the Thompson Twins. That is unbelievable because they're one of my favorites. You had Hold Me Now, King for a Day, two of my favorites from them. And I'll sing to them any day. You know, the drugs wild thing. You know, Sam Kinison did that his version, and it was, you know, I should actually try to find that. And it'll come up right away. As soon as I clear the hollies out of there. Put Sam Kinison's version on as soon as the ads play through.
FX is the patient.
White Snake. You know, I just heard.
Ooh.
That's a little loud. There we go. White Snake, I just heard that yesterday coming home from work on the bike. Right, is on my favorite is George G. Josephine. I have not heard of that. Is that more of a pop? Or I don't think it's easy listening. I'm wondering if that's more pop. Yep, Long Cool Woman. Thank you. I seriously, I got a bad case of can't remember shit tonight. Yep, Rick Ashley. Never gonna give you up. You know, did you know that people got on him because of his voice? And that's why he lost his popularity, because people got on his voice, said he was creepy. He's got a wonderful voice, you know, and I don't see anything creepy about it. It's got a nice between bass and alto, somewhere there. But it's very beautiful voice, so I don't give a shit what people say about him. He's very good. You know. ZZ Top, another one, LaGrange. You know, I hear that song come on the radio all the time, and I'm sitting there the guitar. I'm sitting there jamming along. You know, yep, that is the Hollies, Long Cool Woman in a Black Dress. Thank you all for chiming in on that because I'm trying to catch up on my chat, and you're in Toronto for Tesla. Okay, okay, that's right. You live in Canada. That's right. In Or is it Ontario uh, territory? Isn't it? Not territories. Providence. I do believe you call them provinces up there. Yep. I remember you telling me that in your one of your lives, um, that you live in Canada, northeast. I do believe you're not too far from. You're only like 8, 9 hours from me. Yeah. But Frank Zappas don't eat the yellow snow. But then you got Valley Girl on top of that too, and I believe that was his biggest hit was Valley Girl. You know, I was like, Zappa's way out there, but he was damn good. There you go. You guys know the band, and I just don't. I live under a rock, you know. It's even in your vids, Texas. Nice. Your lives are coming on later than when I can catch them. So I'm gonna have to see next time. Hopefully, next time you go live, I can catch you. If you go on at 1 o'clock, I can see you for about an hour, Genevieve, before I have to leave work and then try to catch you when I get home. Don't go where the Huskies go, Randy. this this is a fun show tonight. I am telling you. You know, you guys are lifting off songs that I am just not even thinking of. He did. And that was the one I was just playing for Wild Thing with Sam Kinnison's. Shut up and kiss me, huh? I will do that. I got it written down. I will check that out later. Oh, yes, the classic Chuck Berry's My Dingling. Who has not sung along to that one?
Me?
I am now going to have to play My Dingling for my youngest because he has not heard it. I swear to God.
No, I've heard it. I just don't sing along to it.
I will remedy that at some point. He will be singing along to it. Whether he knows it or not, I'll play it I'll put headphones on him and then I'll play it so it's like a subliminal message.
You have fun with that.
I can do it because you're out like a light. Yes. And Friends in Low Places is on my list. I just don't know where, but it's on there. and remember when that one came out, that was a huge hit. Huge hit. Stairway to Heaven, which is I'm tired of Stairway to Heaven. They play it way too much. You know, but yeah, they play it way too much. I'm getting caught up in chat here. And I love you guys. You're all going, honey. They're posting the lyrics for the Friends in Low Places. You'll never hear me complain, and then breaks into the chorus. I have friends in low places, where the whiskey shouts and the beer chases my blues away. Brooks and Dunn, My Maria. Yep, that was a good one. Oh God, I just heard that the other a few days ago. I got the CD with that on there. My Maria, you know. Um, you know, trying to look at my list and going, okay, we've done this, we've done that, we've done this, we've done that. you know, Mr. Brightside, The Killers. Never really listened to The Killers, and I don't know what song this is, but Three Dog Night, hippies all the way, long haired hippies. What do you think I am? Yeah. And that's on my list. That's actually not too far from where I was reading down. But yeah, that's right there, somewhere 69. And believe it or not, he was like 9 or 10 years old in 69. So how ironic is that? Does the summer of 69 where he's 18, 19, you know? Um, so technically it would have been the summer of 79. But, and you get Billy Idol's Money Money, and the DJs love to mix that up with I can't even think of it. But there's two, Money Money and another song they love, the DJs love to mix together at dance parties, and people would just sing, or just loud too. Um, I used to DJ and I did that, but I can't remember what it was. Ebb and flow, a chat stream like so smooth. Mercy, thank you very much, Genevieve. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I actually am very nervous talking. Um, I try to throw some humor in there, but my humor is so dry. Unless you know me and I'm in person, then I'm really funny. But you know, if I'm talking and trying to insert humor, it doesn't work, and it's really, really dry, as you can tell. You know, um, I want it that way by the Backstreet. How many of you ever found yourself singing "I Want It That Way" by the Backstreet Boys? Not me. Not me. I used to sing along with the right stuff to the Backstreet Boys because, I am the right stuff, believe it or not. That'll get you a good laugh. Oh, yeah. Grateful that Casey Jones, too. Can't leave Casey Jones out. You saw Billy Idol with the cult. Genevieve, I've never seen Idol, but I've got one up on you. The cult opening up for Metallica for the And Justice for All tour back in the late 80s. There you go. The cult was phenomenal. And, You know, of course, they complemented Metallica very, very nicely. Couldn't have picked two greater bands to play together at all. But now you've got like Motley Crue and Def Leppard, and Motley Crue's Vince has lost it. I'm sorry, his voice is gone. You know. Pro tip: go watch The Last Waltz by the band, please. I will do that. Process. I will watch that. I won't do it right now, but I will later, because I want to give it my full attention. So I'll watch that later for you, and then I've got you on Messenger, so I will let you know what I think about that. Does that work for you? Mamas and papas. Oh God, Monday, and you've got California Dreamin'. Those are the two biggest hits, but oh my God, they were just so fun. I sat there and played them all day one night. All day one night. That doesn't work, does it? You know, what the Grateful Dead song is it? Touch of Grey. Process, you would know that one. You know, money for nothing and your chips for free. Misheard song lyrics. Oh, I left that one out of my list. Let Your Love Flow. I do play that. I actually played it for like an hour and a half on repeat. Annoyed the shit out of my boss, so I was pretty happy. Don't Worry, Dire Straits and Brothers in Arms. Yes. That was, I believe, their only hit album was Brother in Arms, because you had Money for Nothing and The Walk of Life, two of their biggest hits off that album. I remember that. I had that cassette. Oh, very great music. I mean, I haven't even scratched the surface on my list, and I believe if I go look through it, you guys have already probably named over half of them. You know, like a Prayer by Donna. Yeah, I and Like a Virgin. Yeah, I admit I sing that stuff. It's pretty funny. Touch of Grey had a great video to go with it. You know. Everybody sings along to that one. Process. They really do. Oh well. I'm gonna raise you 4-row floor, baptized by James and Silent. Yep. Silent Lucidity. I never got into Queensryche. Something about the lead singer's voice, I never really could get into. You know. Yep. And you might think, and if we're on that line, you can go with REM's Losing My Religion, Stand, Orange Crush, just to name a few. Jesse's Girl. You always got to play Jesse's Girl. And you got to turn up the radio. And as long as you're going to turn up the radio, you might as well listen to Autograph too and sing along to that, because they do tell you to turn up the radio. I mean, seriously. But Rick Springfield, you know, he started out in the music business, started out in music, then he went in the soap opera and got in a motorcycle accident. And they told him he would never walk again. I saw him back when it was called Wango Tango. And what was it? What, Rick Springfield. Then you had, my headphones keep sliding down. Rick Springfield, Foreigner, Joe Walsh, and I can't remember what the other band was. I guess they weren't that good. No. And I don't know what it is with YouTube and commercials when you're trying to find a song to play. You know. How did I know you would bring that one up, Randy? We were just talking about that the other day. Now I gotta go. Gotta be careful who I play it by, because if the wrong band hears it, the right band hears it, then I'll get a copyright for sure. That's for you, Randy. Eagles Hotel California, another great one. Sublime, what I got? I used to listen to Sublime a lot. And I think Sublime, wasn't it Sublime that had the snake or serpent on their album cover? I used to listen to that one a lot. Yep, Journey, Stone in Love. And I think it was the band that if they said if you played, you'd get a copyright on. So I got to be careful of that. You know. I'm there. Here's one. Michael Jackson's "Beat It." I mean, we all love to sing along to Michael Jackson, right? So might as well that and Billie Jean. You know, and Billie Jean's got to miss her lyric too. Um, but when he goes but the kid's not my son, I believe that's the line. But you hear the chair is not my son. And I got the best human you can be, because that's my motto. That's my thing. Scrolling down there, sitting there like, why do I have that scrolling through something about songs? But Beat It. Little Red Corvette. Yep, and Purple Rain. Prince actually did own a red Corvette. I know a guy who painted the set for Purple Rain, and I said, does he actually have a little red Corvette? And he drove it up there to the set. Prince was a very nice guy, very nice, very extremely shy. And when he was out in public, all he wanted to do was be a normal person, you know. And being from Minnesota, you see Prince out and about, you just don't care. And he liked that. Burning down those. That was in Revenge of the Nerds. Yep. That was in this scene where they burned down the Alpha Betas burned down their sorority. Oh yeah, Roxanne. And my Bluetooth decided to talk to me. Roxanne, if you can get your voice that high. Fire, water, burn. There we go. Now we're talking. Definitely. How about Beer for My Horses by Toby Keith? Um, if I'm giving beer to my horses, it better be the cheap shit because I'm saving the good stuff for me. Horses don't need the good stuff. But why'd you want to give beer to your horse anyway? They get drunk. You know, then they can't run. Then they can't do anything. You can't outrun the law or anything. So, but then you got The Gambler by Kenny Rogers. You know, I play that one quite a bit, so I will sing that. Oh yeah, you're talking my language. They're honky tonkin', Kalijah. Um, I I got that written down here somewhere. Um, Jambalaya. Hey hey, good looking. All those. Oh yeah, Hank Williams Senior songs. If you guys haven't, look up Hank Williams Senior, and you will see a whole bunch of songs that you'll just love to play. Yeah, Jambalaya. I try to sing along to that without looking at the words, and you'll screw up every damn time. I have to look at the words when I sing that so I can at least try to get them right. You know, Islands in the Stream by Kenny Rogers, Dolly Parton. You know, just and that's not song wasn't about them. It was written up and they were chosen to sing it. Just like Cher's "Turn Back Time." She never wrote it. I believe it was somebody else wrote it, chose her to sing it, and she hated it so much that she turned it down. And I can't remember what they did, but she ended up recording it and she put it out there and became one of her biggest hits. And you know what Mary Jane is about, don't you, Process? I mean, Mary Jane's Last Dance, you know, token it up a little bit. I mean, I do believe they called it Mary Jane. I think they still do. But that is a very good song. He dances with a corpse in the video. Travis Tritt. Oh, I love me some Travis Tritt. Oh my God. Isn't he the one who's saying, "Here's a quarter, call somebody who cares"? Try playing Hank Sr. on lap steel and open keys. Oh, I bet you that would be a trip. You know, if I actually did play or was still playing, yes, I would do that. I would give it a shot. But I used to play bass and I wasn't very good, but I could play For Whom the Bell Tolls, I'll tell you that. Hit the last number and walk to the road. How you doing, Nads? How you doing? Happy Tuesday, happy Taco Tuesday to you. Ring of Fire. Oh, that is always. How many times do you put that on repeat, Randy, and just play it over and over and over? You know, do you play it for hours on end, or you just listen to it once or twice? Yeah, I remember that one. I'm not gonna sing it though because I'll scare you all away. Yes, Jolene. But if you're gonna go with Dolly Parton, um, you have to go with "I Will Always Love You." I will always love you. I do believe that is the song. But then Whitney Houston redid it back in the 80s.
With Jardians.
Goddamn commercials. I swear I should subscribe to YouTube so I can get rid of these commercials. If Tomorrow Never Comes by Garth Brooks. Oh, yeah. Definitely. Jethro Tull. Working through the list, and I'm sitting here going, we've already covered this, we've covered that. We Will Rock You by Queen. Let It Go by Ina Menzel. I hate to say it, but Uptown Funk by Bruno Mars. That ain't Bruno Mars. That's Mark Ronson. Now here's two of my all-time favorites for singing along with. It's cover of the Rolling Stone and Freaking at the Freakers Ball by Dr. Hook. And I was just listening to him before we came live, and I was like, looked at the time, I'm like, oh shit, I gotta go live in 2 minutes. As In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida, which was supposed to have been In the Garden of Eden, but no one could understand what they said, so it was In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida. God, I love that. Yep, Randy's channel. It's got one video on there, so go give him a watch. And it's, what is it, 19 seconds long? Don't matter. Go give him a watch. Let him know what you think. Smoke on the Water from Randy's channel. Randy, did you put Smoke on the Water on your channel? Gotta love some Deep Purple. Imagine. Very, very, very beautiful song. You know, and that was shortly after they he broke up the. People blame him for breaking up the Beatles, but I think it was a mutual thing because they're all tired of Yoko Ono in the studio, and they couldn't. They say that she was hindering their creative sides, and they decided to leave. But there's quite a few things that, if they knew then what they know now, they would never. Paul McCartney said they would never have broke up. They would never have broken up, which is pretty sad because the Beatles, one of the major influences, music, and we would have loved to have them around. You know, how about American Pie by Don McLean? I like Disturbed's version of Sound of Silence isn't bad. I like the original artist, Simon and Garfunkel. The original artist is their version. I think is the best. You can't really, you can't really diss Simon and Garfunkel, but Disturbed did an all right cover. And then there was the Platonics. They did the a cappella version of Sound of Silence, which is very good. So I gotta be careful not to get a copyright. I'm sitting here. I'm at that part in my life where I need a light to see my handwriting. Chicken Fried by the Zach Brown Band. Take Me Home by John Denver. Man, I Feel Like a Woman. Shut up, Nads. I don't want to hear it when I said I feel like a woman. I know someone's going to come out with a bra comment, Or you got Strawberry Wine by Deanna Carter. How about this one? All my exes live in Texas. Yes, all my exes can go to Texas. I actually have one that lives in Wisconsin. If you play a small intro video playing an educational copyrighted disclaimer, you're able to play the songs. I will remember that. So I would put that at the beginning of my video with that copyright disclaimer. Won't that fall under fair use? That was Nancy Sinatra. I do believe these boots were made for walking. I'll remember that. I will do an educational copyright. I think, not sure if that falls under fair use. Any money, 2 tickets to paradise. I just heard that one today. And place it in your description. Yes, fair use for. I will do that. Um, place the fair use copyright in my description so that I don't get a copyright on this. Thank you very much, Process. Thank you very much. And the wife is signaling it's 8:48 and we're getting ready for bed. Meatloaf, Bat Out of Hell, and Paradise by the Dashboard Lights. But then you also have um, I Would Do Anything for Love. You know, that's another fun one you'll sing along to. You got Chattahoochee by Alan Jackson, Garden Party by Ricky Nelson, Wagon Wheel. I like it by the band Four Pint Shy when they do Wagon Wheel. Very well done with guitar, violin, banjo. Very well done. I like it. I love it. By Tim McGraw. You know, Any Man of Mine by Shania Twain. I take it Nads isn't on here because she didn't make the bra comment. I thought she would. Dumas Walker by Kentucky Headhunters. Great topic tonight. I get a little chat happy around music stuff. Not a problem, Process. Thank you for coming on and and being part of the show. And you know, you know a lot of music, and and a lot of the stuff you guys are listing isn't on my list, and because I only had so much time and to start writing things down when I started making up this list, and I can't list every single song that people love to sing along to. It's impossible, but we've gotten it covered here tonight. You know, Five Finger Death Punch, Wrong Side of Heaven. I love me some Five Finger Death Punch. I tell you that. You know, how about this one? God Bless the USA by Lee Greenwood. Um, I think everyone loves to sing along to that one. And they do say Minnesota in the song. They really do. Sorry, you're multitasking. You love bras. I'm sure it was a good comment. You'll have to um, go back and catch it, Nads. The one I said was I feel like a woman, and I thought you would have made a bra comment. No. But you got a bunch of Alan Jackson songs like Little Man and Small Town Southern Man. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, but Little Man is a song about um, the little guy, the little business guy, like the corner barber shop or the five and dime, the gas station where he would come out and pump your gas. The little man. Those people built the town. Got that town going, and then the big company came in and wiped them out. You know, which is pretty sad. Dixie Chicken. Why do I want to say Dixie Chicks? Little Feet, Dixie Chicken. I want to say Dixie Chicks for some reason. And you got stuff by oh geez, process. You when the phonograph first came out, I do believe Mary Had a Little Lamb was the first song or the first rhyme played on the phonograph, and it was the reel with the notches like a music box. I do believe. Well, that is a wow. You know, you got Alabama songs like Dixieland Delight, Mountain Music, Song of the South. If you're going to play in Texas, the closer you get, Feels So Right, Old Flame, Roll On, Love in the First Degree. I mean, the list is going on and on with Alabama. Lady Down on Love, Close Enough to Perfect, When We Make Love. Close Enough to Perfect, I play quite a bit for my wife, because I say she's perfect enough for me and only me. And I when I play that, you know, it hits home because she is close enough to perfect to me. She doesn't make my coffee the right way when she does it, but she tries. And yeah, sometimes she wears her pants too tight and stuff like that. But she's close enough to perfect for me. It's a nice heartfelt song, and you know it has good meaning. I love it. Then I'm reading my list, and it's like, okay, that's a topic from one of my next shows is why bikers should go to a Renaissance festival, which is coming up. I didn't do a lot of my research over the weekend because I got sidetracked with things and got dealt up with festival bullshit that shouldn't have happened. So, Jeff, you know all about that. How about this one? Uncle Crackers Follow Me, who was um, part of Kid Rock. And if you think about it, Follow Me is a cheating song because he talks about the girl that he wants to hook up with cheating on her husband. Oh, yes, you've lost that love and feeling. Then you've got Unchained Melody to go with that. You I feel like, I Feel Lucky by Mary Chapin Carpenter. Um, how about All Summer Long by Kid Rock, which is a combination of Werewolf in London and Sweet Home Alabama. You know, very good. I was very surprised when it came out. I was like, "Oh, Werewolf in London." No, it's Kid. It's Kid Rock. um, my son, my youngest, loves to sing along to Midnight in Montgomery" by Alan Jackson. Just loves them. You know. Then you got your Elton John songs, which are "Sad Things Say So Much," "Goodbye Yellow Brick Road," "Crocodile Rock." I mean, come on, talk about ancient. "Tiny Dancer," "Benny and the Jets," "Don't Go Breaking My Heart." And the list goes on for Elton John, and for any artist for that matter. They just the list is just endless, you know. And I mean, there's songs on people love to sing along to that I haven't even put on my list, and it's here in the chat tonight. You know, so many songs, so many artists that people just love to sing along to. It doesn't have to be a mainstream artist either. It just a song that you love to sing along to. I mean, it could be Beethoven with words, you know. Um, how like Tin Buck 2, Future So Bright. I gotta wear shades. That's a fun one to sing along to. Um, or as Process would say, the Hokey Pokey, because he did put in Happy Birthday. I'm surprised he didn't put the Hokey Pokey in there. Yeah. Hatfield and McCoys. Oh, damn you, Process. The song that never ends. Oh, God. Now you're getting into songs that just you can't get out of your head, like the Muppets Phenomena. Yeah, now you're gonna someone's gonna end up playing it now, you know. But the thing is we all got our songs that we love to sing along to, whether you know it goes on and it does, it does, you know. You got Fireball, the woman I always dream of, and or the Birds, Mr. Tambourine Man, and Turn, Turn, Turn. You know, I love to sing along to You Are the Woman, and the rest of it is, you know, that I always dream of, you know. But Henry VIII, I am Henry VIII. Yep. My dad still sings that one, you know. But I'm kind of I'll have to put that fair use copyright into my description so I don't get a copyright ban. And but like I said, if it ends up I got a copyright, I'll just redo this without the music, and I'll work on the fair use copyright later. Um, but with that, I'm going to end. I'm about an hour and a half into it, so Jeff, they tried to come take me away, and they just looked at me and goes, I'm beyond help. I'm worthless." So they just let me be. So wanted to come and show you your support and say hi to everyone getting ready for your live in 25 minutes. Well, thank you so much for your support, Nads. Thank you so much. Um, I should be able to catch the beginning of your live. I won't be able to stay on for your live though, because I am got to get ready for bed myself. So 4 a.m. comes in the morning. I worked on my bike a little bit because it threw a code on me, and I got the code to go off. But yeah, thank you very much, Process. I did put a lot of thought into this one, and it shows. And I thank you, every one of you. I thank you all for your contribution for songs and you know this what songs you like to sing along to, songs that other people like to sing along to. I thank you all so very much for helping making this a great show tonight. I really, really do. And unfortunately, 4 a.m. does come around very, very soon because it's 9:03 here. So, but with that, I will say thank you all very, very much, and thank you for coming on and supporting me. I thank you very much. So, if you like what you see, you like what you hear, hit the like button, subscribe, and please share me. I really appreciate it if when you share me. So hit like, subscribe, share, leave comments in the comment section, and I'll answer every one of you back as soon as I can, when I can, especially when I get up in the morning. So with that, I will see you all later, and y'all be safe, keep the rubber sides down, and be the best human you can be. Thank you all, and have a good night.